Yo, what is going on, guys? So today I'll be ranking every single Soul Reaper clan from best to worst. And it'll be a quick one. I will be putting them on the tier list and explaining why I think they should be there. I've played on every single clan and fully tested these. So first we have Hyosube, and the best part about Hyosube is probably its nameless wave move. And it throws out like a ink slash that guard breaks. Yes, it full guard breaks and decreases their ray regen by 50%. So yeah, honestly, it's a very solid race, so I'll be putting this up at A tier. Next we have Shihouin. So about Shihouin, it does have very good stats. It's not on the side, but it gives 20 HP, 15 posture, and 20 Reiatsu, which is very solid stats, but the passive, the God Flash type passive, is not that good. So after some racing and comparing distance between a Shihouin's flash step and a regular clan's flash step, it barely made a difference, and honestly I don't think it's worth the mythical clan. You're better off going Sozosei or something else. But the stats are very good, so if you don't have any rerolls, you can stick to this until you stock up. Zaraki does have some decent stats, however the other clans that do have stats are just way better, and the passive that Zaraki has is pretty terrible when you think about it. So the more longer you fight, the more damage you get, right? But it only caps out at 5%, and 5% is not enough to make a noticeable difference. And I'm not sure how long that it takes to get to that 5% point, but I imagine by the time you get that 5%, you won't really need it, and when you do need it, it doesn't really make a difference either way. So it's a pretty bad clan to go. Mid stats and really bad passive. But feel free to prove me wrong. So onto Urahara. This clan is worse than Zaraki. It is terrible. It doesn't really have good stats, and the passive is really bad because it's basically a debuff. You're killing yourself. So the active skill this clan has, called Blood Pact, sounds good on paper, right? You consume some HP for a little speed boost and ray pack. However, you consume half a bar of HP for a speed boost. The speed boost is good, right? It's not bad at all, but the ray pack is non-existent, and I would not use this on any build besides Blood. So Shutara is probably one of my favorite clans in the game now, just because it has nice stats, and on top of that, it makes kido playable. It gives a lot of ray regen. So what it does, it allows us to scale up our ray regen depending on how many kido points we have invested, which makes a huge difference. Obviously Sozosei goes in S tier because it has one of the best passives in the game. Well, not best passives in the game, but just all-rounder for SR. This passive actually works on multi-hits, so basically if you get hit by like a fast fang, you can get defense from that move for 5 minutes, and it's also not locked to a single skill, so you can become immune to the enemy's entire kit for like 5 minutes, and that's basically the entire match. You basically save half a bar to a bar of HP by the amount of effective HP you save from having that defense. Alright, for Tsunayashiro, I personally like the clan, but it does have solid stats, but I would put this at a B tier because the passive it has can be replicated or replaced by just game sense and knowing how much damage your kit does, or you can use your Visor or Let's Bar to estimate how low your opponent is. So it's not exactly the best clan passive, but it does have good stats, and it doesn't hurt knowing their HP. It's really good. Do I really need to explain this one? Cause come on. It's pretty obvious why I put it here, and that's about it.